Subscribe my channel and press bell icon to get all notification.
Hello students. Now in this video we will discuss about sexually transmitted diseases. Sexually transmitted diseases which are also known as STDs. So we will discuss about these STDs. STDs or sexually transmitted disease are also known as venereal diseases. They are also known as venereal diseases, or we can call these diseases as reproductive tract infections also. So RTIs means reproductive tract infections. That this is another name for these diseases. These diseases are acquired disease which can be transmitted from one infected partner to another one, and the treatment and cure possible है for many diseases, but prevention is better than cure, and the prevention is just about that precaution should be taken during the means if the person is infected, then precaution should be taken by using the contraceptive methods like condom, etc. So we will discuss about some important examples of such kind of STDs. Like these STDs can be spread by bacteria, viruses, and some another agents also. So we will start one by one some important STDs, and we will discuss the causative agents as well as the symptoms and treatment of these diseases. So let's start with the first disease, that is the first STD, that is chlamydiasis. Chlamydiasis. This is the very means it's a disease which is transmitted by the bacteria. So we can say that it's a bacterial disease. Bacteria cause infection of these diseases, and the bacteria which is responsible for this chlamydiasis is the name of this bacteria is Chlamydia trachomatis. Chlamydia trachomatis. This is the name of the bacteria or the causative agent for this disease. This is the causative agent of this chlamydiasis. So this is about the disease and causative agents. Let's see what are the symptoms of these diseases. The symptoms of this disease are different in males as well as in female. If we talk about the symptoms of chlamydiasis into the male, the pus-like thick discharge comes out from with the urine. We can say that the symptoms is that thick pus-like discharge from penis. This is the one symptom into the male, as well as the painful urination is the another symptom which is found into the male. Painful urination. This is the symptom which found into the male if it get impacted. If any male get impacted by this bacteria and cause the disease chlamydiasis, then thick pus-like discharge comes out from the penis and painful urination also happens. In the case of female, if we talk about the symptom, in the case of female, inflammation into the reproductive tract happens. Inflammation of reproductive tract, or many part of the reproductive tract. We can say inflammation of cervix, uterus, or fallopian tube and fallopian tube. It can be happen in the case of female. If any female get infected by this chlamydiasis disease, then inflammation of the cervix, uterus, and fallopian tube happens. If this disease is not treated at any time and it spread, then it can cause the sterility also. If it spread to the other part of the body, or अगर infection बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाता है, उस केस में this disease then can cause PID, that is pelvic inflammatory disease. Then we call it PID, pelvic inflammatory disease, and this pelvic inflammatory disease cause the sterility into the female. So such kind of the female is not able to conceive, not able to get pregnant, because the reproductive tract get infected by this bacteria, and sterility is caused by this disease. So now let's discuss about the treatment. As we already discussed that prevention is better than cure. So cure should be taken, prevention should be taken by using the condoms. But if any person gets infected, then treatment is also available, and as it is a bacterial disease, so treatment is available in the form of antibiotics. So many antibiotics are also available. ट्रीटमेंट, अगर हम ट्रीटमेंट की बात करते हैं इस डिजीज की ट्रीटमेंट, many antibiotics are available for the treatment of this disease like tetracycline or erythromycin. But it is reported that penicillin, which is also very important antibiotic, is not effective in such case. Different pathogen have different effects. It means जो antibiotics है वो अलग-अलग pathogen पे अलग तरीके से काम करती हैं. So the suitable antibiotic for this chlamydial diseases is tetracycline, erythromycin, etc. Some other antibiotics are also there. So this is about the disease, that is the chlamydiasis. Treatment and the causative agent is the chlamydia trachomatis, and the symptoms are there. In the male, it causes pus-like discharge from the penis as well as the painful urination, but in case of female, it causes inflammation into the uterus, cervix and fallopian tube. If it is not treated at the right time, then it spreads, and after that this time when it spread badly, then we call it PID or pelvic inflammatory disease. Then it called as pelvic inflammatory disease, and this PID, this pelvic inflammatory disease, causes sterility into the females, by which they are not able to conceive. Eggs are not formed, or uterus is not able to implantation. Such kind of condition can be generated, which results in the form of sterility. And treatment is also available. Treatment antibiotics are available like tetracycline and erythromycin, but penicillin is not effective in such case. So here we discuss about the first disease, that is chlamydiasis. Now let's discuss the second disease, second type of STDs now. The next STD is gonorrhea. So we will discuss about the gonorrhea. Again, this is a bacterial disease, like chlamydiasis was also bacterial disease. It is also a bacterial disease which is caused by a bacteria, and the bacteria is a gram-negative. It's a gram-negative bacteria and gram-negative Diplococcus bacteria. If we write about it, it's a gram-negative Diplococcus bacteria, and the name of the bacteria is Neisseria gonorrhea. So this is the name of causative agent, Neisseria gonorrhea. This is the causative agent for the disease gonorrhea. Now let's see the symptoms about this disease, as this disease also infects the male as well as female. It's a sexually transmitted disease. It has different symptoms in male and female. In the case of male, we can say it causes inflammation into the mucous membrane of the urinogenital tract. So causes inflammation of mucous membrane of urinogenital tract. That's why due to this inflammation, the male feels burning sensation during urination, because the mucous membrane get inflamed due to this infection of these bacteria, and the male feel burning sensation during the urination. In the case of female, we can say that this bacteria causes arthritis. It causes arthritis, and it also causes sterility. Sterility is also caused due to this infection of this bacteria. And one more important thing is there, that it causes ophthalmia. Gonococcal ophthalmia is also caused by this bacteria. Ophthalmia is an infection related with the eye, so we can say it also causes gonococcal ophthalmia. So gonococcal ophthalmia is also caused by this bacteria, and if the impacted female, the female which is impacted by this pathogen, if this female is pregnant, this infection can be transmitted to the fetus also, and it also causes ophthalmia into the fetus. And at that condition, this condition is known as, in the fetus, if ophthalmia is caused, then it is known as ophthalmia neonatum. Ophthalmia neonatum. That is the term which is used when the ophthalmia caused due to the fetus. It also, the infection causes through the birth canal, and it can affect the fetus and can cause that condition, that ophthalmia. If happened in the fetus, then we call it ophthalmia neonatum. So this is the symptoms about the this disease, gonorrhea. In the male, it causes inflammation into the mucous membrane of urinogenital tract, due to which the male feel burning sensation during the urination. And in female, it causes arthritis and sterility like problem, but it also causes ophthalmia when it spreads to the other body parts. And if the pregnant lady is impacted by the gonorrhea disease, then it also causes the infection to the fetus. And at that time, we will call it ophthalmia neonatum. And treatment, if we talk about the treatment, like other STDs, treatment is also available, but prevention is again better than cure. Condoms can be used for the prevention of this disease, but for treatment, antibiotics are available. And the antibiotics which can be used for the treatment of this disease, the antibiotic which can be used for the treatment of this disease, this gonorrhea disease, are ampicillin and penicillin. Penicillin here can be used for this disease. So antibiotics are ampicillin and penicillin. These antibiotics can be used for the treatment purpose for this disease, gonorrhea. After discussing about the chlamydiasis and gonorrhea, we will discuss about the next STD, which is syphilis. So we will going to discuss about the next STD, which is syphilis, in the next video.